the Los Angeles they won the in-season tournament about a week ago, and I didn't make a video then. And right now, I'm just going to talk about how fans are reacting towards like the Los Angeles Lakers handing the in-season tournament championship banner alongside their championship banners. So it's very funny. I when I saw this, it was a no-brainer that they needed to put a banner to show that they were the in-season tournament champions, the first ever in NBA history. And I feel fans, NBA media, they didn't like that at all, and they had very mixed opinions. There were very mixed opinions about this. And in this video, I'll just look at the fan reaction. The fan reaction in reference to them putting up the in-season tournament banner in the crypto arena. So some of the fans were saying this is the greatest troll job in by the Lakers in Lakers history. Some of the other guys were saying it's embarrassing. They're saying that in-season tournament championship banner was not supposed to be placed alongside the real NBA championship banners. I mean, it was quite funny. There's another guy who even said, "I know Kobe's looking down straight and shaking his head right now." So I feel like this was bound to happen because the Lakers they're a big market team, so they have a very huge fan base. And of course, one of the fan bases that like to troll a lot, they had the Los Angeles Lakers fan base. And when everything that happens in the NBA and it's evolving around the Lakers, it is bound to get a lot of traction. It's bound to the news is bound to spread like wildfire, and a lot of people cover it. Not only the NBA mainstream media, they had a segment talking about this. I saw a segment on Undisputed, or even First Take. They had this whole situation where they were talking about it, and even the fans who are not as they're not having it at all, but my God, it was just hilarious. Another guy was saying it would have been funny if the Clippers won it. True. I mean, if the Clippers won this in-season tournament, I mean, they would be trolled harder than even what I'm seeing the Los Angeles Lakers being trolled right now, because they're just putting their first ever in-season tournament. I don't think it would be right if they didn't put it there, because it's very significant. It's the first ever, and people didn't buy into the idea of the in-season tournament. I really enjoyed it. I felt like it was a playoff-like atmosphere, and every game had a purpose. And looking at the way the Lakers played, they went unbeaten in that whole run, and they just had so much energy, especially early into the season. And looking at the way they played, it just gave me a lot of confidence in that group of guys. They made a couple of changes in free agency. They had some key additions, and I feel like if they want to go in and challenge for a title or even a finals appearance, they can, because in the other time that they were in the playoffs, they made the West Finals, although they got swept by the Denver Nuggets. And looking at the way they're looking now, they are in the top 6, I believe, and they have the ability to be able to make the championship run. Hopefully they don't make it to the play-in tournament because if they do, it'll just be an unnecessary hassle, because they have to play for the 7th seed or 8th seed before getting into the playoffs. But given the energy that I've seen this roster, I am not saying that I expect them to make the finals, but I just expect a similar performance like that of last season's postseason. So the in-season tournament, them winning it was a great thing, especially going up against the Pacers. I mean, the Pacers were sensational too. Don't get me wrong. I mean, Tyrese Halliburton was that guy for the Pacers team. This is a guy that was very productive, and he had to go up against one of the greatest players of all time in LeBron James. And LeBron James never disappointed. And the game that was actually quite funny was the Lakers versus Pelicans game, where Zion Williamson got trolled hard, and the Lakers just cruised into the in-season tournament finals easily in a blowout win. So with that, I must say, with that win for the in-season tournament, it was very right they should put a banner, because if they do, it shows you the level of prestige it has You're gonna have people who are gonna hate on it. You're going to have people that are not gonna, like it. But honestly, if you ask me, it was necessary that they do it because once the Laker Nation respects it, other teams respect it because this is a very huge team and they are the one of the most winningest teams in the NBA. They've won a record 17 championships, and putting that in-season tournament banner next to it can also raise its marquee value and make teams who are going to be uh, contending in the in-season tournament in the coming seasons take it more seriously. So it's a good thing because as much as you're going to see people hating on it, eventually you'll see people buying into it. It's the same thing when people didn't like the people didn't like the playing tournament when it came about. But given like the way it has been incorporated in the NBA, people have come to accept it. And people are gonna come to accept the in-season tournament. And I actually like the courts, the way they were painted. I really like the courts because it just brought like a different feeling, especially looking at basketball games. So that's just my opinion. I know the Laker Nation, I know the NBA fans in the media, even on social media, have been trolling hard on this banner. But anyway, it has to it has some value, especially early in the season. So if you guys like the video, make sure to leave feedback down in the comments, and I'm out. Peace.